Howdy, Simmers. It's no secret that the base game starter homes are extremely ugly. 2014 was just a different era for The Sims 4. We had very vibrant colors on everything, every item was super expensive, and don't get me started on how ridiculously big the bathrooms are. This little group of starter homes right here, I feel, are just the worst of the worst. We have Daisy Hovel, Crit Cabana, and Streamlet Single. Daisy Hovel has to be the worst one of the trio for me. It is on such a big lot and only takes up like a fourth of it. It's kind of ridiculous to have the house placed here. The color scheme is super ugly. We have this like blue beige kind of thing going on, and I really don't like it. But then we go to the inside and we have this really stupid wall that separates the living and dining from the kitchen. This is just the worst design choice that I've ever seen. So today we're gonna fix the Daisy Hovel house. So I start off by deleting basically everything that I hate about this house, which is really just the landscaping and that stupid wall around the kitchen. And because we're on kind of a decently sized lot, I end up extending the house a little bit by adding a second bedroom because it is possible to make a 2-bedroom starter home. The starting budget's like 20,000 simoleons, and we do cut it close. I think the house ends up being like 19,000 something simoleons, so it's pretty close to that budget. We almost went over. But I changed the color scheme on the outside, so we've got green and white going on instead of blue and beige because I absolutely hate blue and beige. But I will say, you're gonna see the living room in a moment, and I kind of brought it back. So I feel like a little bit of a hypocrite saying, oh, blue and beige is ugly, and then, using it in the living room. I do downsize the bathroom as well, because like I said, that was an issue in the earlier days, and I still don't know if it is or not, but big bathrooms, blah. So I really liked this wallpaper from the Cozy Bistro kit. It's one of my favorites to use, and for some reason, I went with the blue and beige swatch. I don't know why. I didn't really process that that was what I had done at the time, but I liked it, and I went with it. So we can treat it as kind of a tribute to what the house used to look like on the outside. And replacing that giant stupid wall, we have a half wall. And it's a lot smaller of a kitchen, but it's okay. I just really like kind of this open feel of kitchen, living, dining. That is something you'll see in like every single build of mine. I very rarely close off these spaces. So if you have ever gone through my builds and seen that that's like a common reoccurrence, yeah, I'm well aware of that. So I was going to actually treat this as like a fully base game renovation, but I very quickly got rid of that idea. Like, I scrapped it because the unfortunate truth is that sometimes the cheaper options don't come from the base game. Sometimes they're from other packs. But the goal was to mainly switch out some base game items that were a little more expensive for some newer base game stuff that's on kind of the cheaper side, because over the years, they have done better about like pricing stuff. So like doors are not 200 simoleons anymore. Windows aren't 200. They're more like, I don't know, 50 to 100 something, like, which not always a big change, but sometimes it's okay. And I don't think I actually change out the windows at all. I do change out the doors. The front door and the interior doors were just so expensive. I think the interior were like 260 simoleons or so, which is insane for a door. So I do switch those out, but yeah, not a fully base game renovation, but I do think it's cute. Oh, I did get rid of some windows actually. I didn't replace any though. So, also with the wallpapers, some of the wallpapers I saw were like 4 simoleons. You can easily change those out for some that are 2 simoleons. Like, I pulled every trick in the book that I could to kind of make this house a little bit cheaper. I don't know if I managed to do that because I don't know what the original uh, cost of the house was. But I mean, it looks nicer now. And it's a bigger house than it was before, so who cares? But yeah, we're working on the master bedroom right now. And there's nothing too special. I do make sure to include some activities around. I wanted to get an easel, but I wasn't sure that that would really like have its place in the build, and also it was a little bit pricey. So we have a guitar instead. And we also do get a computer in here, which I know I just said the easel was pricey. The computer is pricey too. But I also felt that the computer would come in handy a little more than an easel would. So that's just me. Do what you want when you download the build. But yeah, we went with a bit of a darker color scheme in this bedroom. I imagine this is like a teen's room or something. So it's really light everywhere else, but then the teen room is just super dark, which I feel definitely fits because I think teens are pretty moody. Um, Working on the landscaping, I am adjusting some terrain paint. I had some trees, and that's basically it. So let's hop into the game and I'll show you the build. So here's the house. I think it has a little bit of better landscaping. Not the best landscaping job I've done, but it's okay. So you can already tell that this has been lowered, like the walls are no longer medium. It might look a little weird, but it's not a big deal to me. And then I meant to put stuff on this deck and it just didn't end up happening. But coming through the front door, we have our dining over here, and then we have the kitchen here. A lot of blue and beige happening. Definitely treat this as a tribute to the outside. We have a very small living room over this way, just a 3-seater couch. This is actually hidden behind like some kind of career gameplay or something. So if you use bb.ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement, you can unlock this couch. It's my favorite couch in the game, and I hate that it's behind that, but it's just so nice and simple. So then coming over this way, there's a little bookshelf here, and then through this door is our bathroom, which has been downsized a little bit, but it's still really nice. We have the tub here, nice open shower, and then our sink and toilet. So full bathroom. And then coming over this way are the bedrooms. We have the master bedroom here, which I think is really nice. I gave them a little guitar here, so they have something to do here. And then lastly is the teen room, where it's a little dark and moody, but they have a computer here, and that's kind of about it. I didn't actually really put anything in this room now that I think about it. Budget cuts. But there you go. That is the new Daisy Hovel house. I hope that you guys like it. And it's already available on the gallery for you guys. So if you want to download it, it's called Daisy Hovel Reno. You can find it under TheSimmingKoala with 2 A's at the end. That is my gallery ID. It's always in the description if you guys ever want to download anything from me. And yeah, it ended up being 19,933 simoleons. So it is pretty high up there, but there you go. I hope you all like the renovation. I definitely need to get back into renovating actual houses. I started off the year by renovating an apartment, but it's been a little bit since I've renovated a house instead of just like building stuff. So I had a lot of fun with this. I definitely need to do some of these other starter homes next. So we'll probably start in this little area and then maybe we'll switch to the starter homes that are in Oasis Springs. But yeah, let me know which one I should work on next. And if you guys have any build suggestions or anything, leave those in the comments as well. And with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials. Links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.